this again today. Today what we're going to do is we're going to use this Nutra Ninja. What we're going to do, we're going to grind some flours. We're going to take that flour, we're going to grind it into even further, into a powder with this little coffee grinder attachment. We'll go into more at that time. But also what we're going to do is we're going to grind some herbs up too. We're going to make herbal flours today. And we're going to show you what you can do, and the possibilities are endless with this. You're talking breads, muffins, snacks, brownies, all kinds of things. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this guy. Today, I know you saw that last video where we used this guy to grind just a small amount of flour. What we're going to do is we're going to use the bigger attachment. It comes with a bunch of attachments. This is an extra one. But this guy, it comes with the big one, and it comes another size one like this. And also, what I like about this machine, guys, it's small footprint, and it's got these blades are heavy duty, and they really bring everything down and pulse everything up, and you get a really good grind on this. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to take, right now I got some hard white wheat berries. I've got a cup of them. We're going to take that. And don't over tighten the base. Just put this in, lock it for about 30 seconds to a minute, guys. We're gonna grind this on high. Nice thing about this Auto IQ model, it's heavy duty, and it's really, I tell you guys, it's really good. Now let's say, what I like about this even more, we got a good, fine baking consistency for if you want to make bread or muffins right now. But let's say you want to take this to another level. You want to make pastry flour for your fine pastries. You go small amounts right here. This will take it to an ultra fine level. And now I'm going to show you some of the stuff here, guys. Look how fine that is. It's so fluffy and everything. And this is, now the best thing about it is it's fresh. It's not been sitting on the store shelves for God knows how long. There's no additives, there's no preservatives. And you can see the powder residue. That's how fine of you can see how powdery it is, how fluffy it is. Also remember, if you put a cup in, because of the fluff and the grind, you're going to get about 1.5 cups to 1 3/4 of total volume. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take okay, guys, now what we're going to do is we got the flour ground, and that is good texture, so that you're all ready to bake and stuff with that. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to make herbal flours. What you're going to do is you're going to be able to make breads, herbal muffins, herbal snacks, all natural. So you're going to use organic herbs, you're going to use healthy wheat berries, and don't be afraid to mix the berries too. If you like a bread with a nuttier flavor, use a hard red spring, or even take the the hard white berries and toast them like on the we did with a hot frying pan. Just put a few berries to test the frying pan, make sure it's hot enough. Then you just put a few there. You just shake it for a few minutes, and then you just take them off. And then you don't worry about if they get black or anything. Just take them off, put them in like a cookie tray, let them cool, and then you just grind them up, and you're gonna have a whole new flavor for your breads and your muffins, and your snacks, your pastries, whatever. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take about a half a cup. We're gonna start with rose hips, and because rose hips got a fruity flavor, so you'll have like a savory type of bread. Another good one is cranberries, dried cranberries. Now, another thing, when you're doing this, when you're making your breads, your flours, your herbal flours, grind it the day you're going to use it, because there may be, even though the dry herbs are dry, there may still be a little bit of moisture that might have been collected. So just to play it safe, just grind enough and a little bit extra, just for your baking session that day or whenever. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this little bit, this is about half a cup, and we're just going to take this, we're going to grind this for about 30 seconds. Now see this little, let me see if you can see this. See these herbal flour? It's so fine grind. What you can do now is, even got a little bit of powder residue, that's how fine it gets it. Now you guys, those who want to take the herbs internally, make your own gel caps. Now you want your own powders for teas, you make your own teas, whatever. You got anise. Right here. So you get a cold or something, sore throat, you're plugged up, throw a little bit of anise in your tea bag or your tea bowl, and you're good. But now what you can do is you can take this half a cup of ground herb, put it in with the other flour. Take the base. Not too tight on the base. You're going to go for another 30 seconds. Give it a little shake. Make sure everything's all through. Now you got your own herbal flour. Rose hip flour. Make your rose hip fig bread. You can make rose hip orange fruit cakes and muffins. And it's got rose hip's got a more of like a fruity taste, and it's got a little zing. But also now you're taking the medicinals into your herbs, into your baking. And another good secret my grandma did for all her life. She used thyme and everything. She would take straight thyme and put it into. She would take 2 tablespoons or a tablespoon, and she would put it into the bread mixture, the flour, before she would actually knead the bread. So as she was making the bread with the salt, the pepper, she would add the thyme, and then just create like a base. Then she would add her warm waters and her process, and then she would start to mix it and then knead it. This way, she let it set overnight, let everything propagate. Then you get a good, and let it rise 2-3 times, and then you'll get a good bread. I'll put a link to the post with those recipes, and also the thyme is powerful for the immune system, and it does work. Even though you're baking in bread, it does work. She put it in chicken soup, she put it in macaroni, in her pasta, she put it in everything, my grandmother, just to help, and it did work. And so basically today is a short thing, but now you got your own herbal flowers. But the thing is, guys, if you're really into like nutrition and you're into the herbs, or you just get into it, this Nutra Ninja, I swear by it. And like I said, this is an extra add-on, but it comes with this. It comes with this. If you're into making frappuccinos and the lattes, right here. You guys see the way this thing chops up the ice? I mean, it gets it just like Starbucks. You get one of these powdered drinks, and you add I add about a cup of milk and a cup of ice, and this thing grinds it up just like a beautiful frap that you get at these other places. And also, too, what you could do is you could take frozen strawberries, frozen blueberries, frozen raspberries, frozen bananas, make your own sorbets. And then actually what we'll do is in another video, we're going to go through the Omega Juicer. That's another amazing tool, but it uses a maceration process. And basically, I'm going to show you guys how to make a frozen strawberry and banana sorbet. Take the frozen fruit and just run it through that machine, and it just crushes everything and just puts out all the nutrients in a semi-frozen form, almost like a sherbet or like a sorbet. And then you could, if you take some of this herbal powder, sprinkle a little bit on the top, or the anise, and you're good to go. And so, but there's many uses for this thing. Juices, and soups. You guys see this thing? You make a carrot, ginger, apple soup. Basically, you do is you take all your scraps from your juicing from your other juice machines, save them, and then you grind them up in here with a little bit of like distilled water. You make get to a thick consistency. You just heat it up, and you get your nice fresh soups. And I make a apple, carrot, ginger soup, and also I'm working on a carrot, ginger pasta. And I'll make the base in here, and the dough in here too, and I'll run it through I'll let it sit overnight like I usually do. Then I'll run it through the machine here. And this juicer has a pasta attachment, and it'll run it right through. So these two juicers, the Omega and this Nutra Ninja, if you're into nutrition and health, general daily health for the whole family, group, community, I super highly recommend these. And also, guys, I'm going to say it again, you have another barter objects. You have more knowledge, you have resources, and you have the knowledge itself. And also, now you can take it a step further. You can grind your own and make your own capsules. You can also sell your own powders to the herbalist. So you're now a raw resource for somebody else. And but again, like I said in the last video, be creative. And this is just to be a stepping stone. But if you do decide to get something, this or something else, work with it. Maybe start with this, and then experiment and try things and bring it back to the group. and share it. And then the same thing with other people. Bring it back to the group and share it. Just be realistic, make sure it works, and everything else. And also, I'm going to show you after a couple days. Here's some of the licorices. They dried up. Here's some of the licorices. They dried up really nice. And they're every day that goes by, it propagates more. And if the flowers that we made, the base that we made, is just and propagates and perforates throughout the whole licorice, becomes more stronger and stronger and stronger. And they're actually great. I already ate a bunch of them, and but I saved these for whatever's left of them. I saved them for days for when I do get sick. You can also wrap them up in little like snack baggies, and also like wax paper or freezer paper, and just put a bunch of them for long storage somewhere. And like I said, but there's an abundance. We're gonna come. I'm gonna see what we're gonna do another video in maybe a day or so on some more stuff with this tool, and then I'll come up with some other recipes. We're gonna make a few more licorices as well. And so that's about it, and hope everything else is well, and God bless you and all your families.